Football's insurance problem might be the sport demise. With growing risk of concussion and other traumatic brain injury, the football industry is looking at a shrinking pool of insurers willing to underwrite its risk. The GIS, traumatic brain injuries have made football arguably America's favorite sport almost uninsurable. ESPN Outside the Line report that football is facing an evaporating insurance market that is fundamentally altering the economic of the sport, squeezing and even killing off programs faced with higher costs and a scarcity of available coverage. Outside the Line paint a picture of an industry in crisis, quite a stark contrast to the pomp and circumstance you will see on Super Bowl Sunday with massive TV rating, highly anticipated commercial, and celebrities galore. The NFL no longer has general liability insurance and has just one workers' comp provider, according to the story. To better understand the severity of this, there were a dozen insurers in the pro football marketplace in 2011. The end of football? It's hard to imagine football dying off, especially considering the incredible fan interest, team worth, and money surrounding the college and pro games. But John Butler, Pop Warner's executive director, over this grave quote to Outside the Line. People say football will never go away, but if we cannot get insurance, it will. Pop Warner, essentially the Little League of football, knows the situation well. AIG, its longtime provider, opted out of covering youth football after it could not get a neurological industry exclusion. The story outlined football programs in California, Tennessee, and Arizona that have already removed their program. And it's not just football. Alex Fairley, CEO of risk management firm Fairley Group, which count NFL and Major League Baseball as clients, said, if you are football, hockey, or soccer, the insurance business doesn't want you. Football has always been dangerous. Why is this happening now? Concussion and head trauma became a hot-button issue in 2011 when 75 former players sued the NFL, saying the league concealed the harmful effect of concussion. It led to books, documentaries, and even a movie starring Will Smith that helped take the issue mainstream. Now the NFL and insurers are fighting over who will pay legal fees and claims associated with the 2013 settlement of that class action lawsuit, expected to cost more than $1 billion. Meanwhile, college football is embroiled in a similar situation. NCAA is now facing more than 100 individual lawsuits seeking damages for traumatic brain injuries. Some say that sky isn't totally falling. It's important to note that football remains as popular as ever and that not everyone believes the game is in serious danger. The NFL has instituted new rules to encourage safer play, so the brutal hits on defenseless players you may remember from the 1970s and 80s happen far less in today's game. The league has also instituted a concussion protocol that closely monitors players who experience concussion-related symptoms. When it comes to insuring football, some sources quoted by Outside the Line say the market is beginning to adjust, and brain injuries and concussion are just part of the narrative. Scott Lunsford, a senior vice president with K&K Insurance, said numerous options remain for coverage, and Butler added carriers are starting to get a handle on it, just as they have with other risk management situations. Learn more: 100 previously settled cases in which former NFL players have filed new claims for head trauma. They also interviewed Cindy Proschard, president of Berkeley Entertainment and Sport, the lone carrier willing to cover pro football for head trauma. Says Proschard, if you don't have the stomach for the loss, you cannot be in the business. Jared Shelley is a journalist based in Philadelphia. He can be reached a risk letter. With fewer medical staff, healthcare could easily see increased professional liability and workers' comp claim. All industries face a talent shortage. Healthcare staff deficit could harm us all. Lawyers and nurse case managers have seats at the same table. When litigation becomes a part of the nurse case management dynamic, timely and effective communication between the case manager and injured worker's attorney, both advocate, can be undervalued. Thank you.